Welcome to the Tap Bros 5 in 10. This is a new segment where we have 10 minutes to answer 5 questions. They're going to be rapid fire, they're going to be hot. I have no clue what they're going to be about. Let's go.
All right, all right. So, first question. Bitcoin hitting its all-time high. You've got 1 minute to tell me what you think about it. Go.
So Bitcoin hitting its all-time high, that's pretty cool. I'm actually seeing, after we hit all-time high, I think it was like mid-December, we've pretty much hit the rocket and we've hit the rocket ship and we're going to the moon, so to speak. We haven't been to the moon yet this high, and it's super cool to see. And I know there's going to be a lot of coins and other things that are going to be tailing and kind of picking up its speed and joining Bitcoin shortly. So I'm excited about it.
All right. Bitcoin hitting its all-time high. I think this is a great thing. It's sort of one of the things we saw was going to happen. It was bound to happen. With 2020 just out of the way, everybody's looking forward to the future, looking ahead. Um, it's great for the space. It shows the decentralization is here to stay. A lot of new opportunities to establish Bitcoin, blockchain, Ethereum. So I just think it's another wonderful thing for to start 2021. All right. Do you think ETH will hit its all-time high?
Yes, I do. I actually do think that ETH will hit its all-time high. Right now, I think we're only a couple $100 away from hitting its all-time high. And although we're now probably 3 weeks behind Bitcoin, this is actually similar to what happened back in 2017 when ETH kind of lagged behind. So if ETH can actually break, this is going to be a new moonshot for ETH. And I don't know. This probably could have a lot of higher potential. Obviously, Bitcoin has that supply shrinkage, but ETH has that usage and a lot of new surprises with ETH 2.0. So after we break this thing, um, I don't know. I'm just saying strap in because this might be a wild ride.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I think ETH will hit its all-time high. It's just a matter of when. I think everybody sort of expected it to hit this week or within the next week, but I'm going to go the other direction and say it's going to take longer than we think. I think we're still probably about maybe even 3 weeks out of hitting that all-time high. But once we do hit it, I think the sky's the limit at that point because Ethereum's already proven itself to be a solid platform. It's different than Bitcoin is different than some of the other blockchain pieces because it's an actual platform that allows people to build on top of it. It allows people to expand on top of it. So you add some more value to that, and you add the hype and the excitement of all time high, and to moon. There's no stopping it. Institutional establishments buying Bitcoin in bulks. What are your thoughts on that?
So I have different thoughts and kind of competing thoughts on that. I'm all for institutional establishments getting into the blockchain and crypto space, and actually, I do believe that that will assist in kind of wider adoption and mass adoption. However, I don't know what their intentions are for buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and cryptocurrencies. If they are very speculative, then I'd say that's a bit different because I don't know of any institutional establishments or companies buying large amounts of US dollars just to hold them. They normally buy large amounts of US dollars to use them to purchase items. So I am all for them kind of getting into the space and using Bitcoin and Ethereum and actually making them a part of whether their company, but kind of buying them to hoard them. I still don't know how I feel about that. So I'm not saying that's wrong. I just don't know how I feel if they're just hoarding it for speculative natures to sell off in the future. I'd rather them get it and actually use it as they would, a fiat as we see it today, because that's only going to help the adoption when people actually see it that one Bitcoin
Time.
is worth one.
Oh, that was great. You know what? I'm gonna. You know what? It's almost a double-edged sword. It's fantastic to see institutional establishments getting into the crypto space. looking at Bitcoin, establishing it as a a point of value. I don't want to say but, and it also leaves the space a little vulnerable because what happens when they decide that they don't want to hold it anymore? If they're holding large pieces of the currency, either be it Bitcoin or Ethereum or any alternate coins or altcoins. What happens when they decide that they've gotten the value of it? We've got institutes that threw down 400 million in within a couple of months. It's at 2 point something billion or billions. So what happens when they decide, okay, I'm ready to take that and move on to another investment or do something else with it? But I seriously hope that's not the case because I think they're also in it for the long game, just like everybody else, and see the advancements in the technology. So crypto mergers and acquisitions. What are your thoughts on what we saw 2020? Will there be more in 2021?
I hope there are more in 2021 in terms of merging and acquisitions and teams actually working together. That was one of the only things that we were missing kind of late 2018, 2019. A lot of teams developed kind of a an exclusive attitude where it was all kind of wild west survival. This is my token, this is my community, kind of do not get involved. And we did see some late into 2020, mid 2020, where some teams and partners were actually trying to work together. So I definitely feel that that is probably honestly the best way to go to kind of build a wider base and kind of put heads together to actually come to a broader goal. Because I think that's the only way that this industry is going to make it work. I think this is the only way that this industry is going to actually be able to flourish, and that's kind of bang our heads together with other like-minded people.
Time, excellent. You know what? Um, I'm with you. Mergers and acquisitions, when done properly, helps us strengthen an industry, especially one that is so new. And I say new, because let's be honest, cryptocurrency has been around for a long time, but hitting the mainstream, it's new to mainstream. Um, but I think it's got to be ones that bring value and not just for the sake of, putting, making the headlines or making the big, the big splash. I think they've got to bring a value to either advance the technology or bring new and improved ways of doing things to the blockchain. But I think we're going to see a lot more because some of the projects out there have established themselves and they've defined a roadmap, and so it should be pretty exciting. And our final question for this segment, NFTs 2021, is this the new buzzword?
NFTs as the buzzword, I think kind of will be a buzzword. However, I do think that towards the end of 2021, mid 2021, we will start to actually see some different use cases for NFTs. So I think we'll actually come up with a new buzzword, to be honest. The kind of the old adage of NFT might fade away into kind of a new type of protocol or new concept. Um, but I don't think that NFTs will catch on in terms of the buzzword like some other buzzwords where if you say it, it means it's, you got gold. I don't think we'll ever reach that place with NFTs just because there's a little bit more information that has to be involved when you just say NFT versus just saying cryptocurrency when that was a big buzzword. So I don't think we're going to get there, and I don't think it's going to be overused, thank goodness. But I do think that the NFT space is going to be changing late 2021, maybe mid 2021. And I think there's going to be some good things ahead for that.
Yeah. You know what? Initially, I was going to say NFTs as being the buzzword, and I think there's two pieces to this. I think NFTs will be the thing. But I don't think it will be a buzzword where, when you say NFTs, everybody will instinctively know. I think it will evolve into its own piece. Will still be NFTs at the core level of the protocol level of the contract level. But I think it will take its place in 2021 as sort of the new kid on the block to help solidify some of the projects and to help solidify once again Ethereum as a platform and something that you can build off of and just expand on, because the market is so wide open. It's a blue ocean market for collectibles and for unique pieces. So, it'll be exciting to see what happens in 2021. Maybe it'll be nifty. We'll kind of catch it that way, or it might stay NFTs, or it'll be some type of ultra fungibles. Who knows, right? So it'll be exciting to see. All right, that's it. That's our 5 questions.
No, that'll be it for the 5 in 10. Tune in next time as we go over more questions and as we discuss 5 questions in 10 minutes. We are the Tap Bros. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to like and follow us on our official Twitter page, The Tap Bros, at The Tap Bros on Twitter. And don't forget to tune into our bi-weekly podcast, can be seen now on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Podbean.